Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In my previous video, I've been able to discuss from this edit, everything inside it. I've been able to discuss about this audio, and then we are left with the text. That was where we ended the part 2 of our training. So in this particular video, I'm going to continue from where I stopped. You remember that in our previous video, I was trying to add a text at the beginning of the video so that people that are actually watching your video can easily see the topic of your video without them clicking on the video, so it attracts them to actually watch the video. So I was telling you how to write it, where I click on this text in our last video and then I click on add text. So adding of text, if you want to add text, you can actually start from, let me say, default. That is how it's going to look like. So anything you want to type as your heading, you are going to just type it there: intro to indices. So once you type it like that, you can use your hand to large it or let it small, depending on how you want it to be. So let me say intro to indices is here now. Now we are left with changing of color and changing of font and animation. How do you do that? The font, there are a lot of fonts that you can actually use. As you can see here, this is font, this is style, this is animation, this is effect. Anyone you want to use, you can actually go through them, which I'm going to be showing you how to use them in this video. So we are going to start with the font. Any font you want to use for your text, just pick anyone out of it. Let's scroll down, just pick anyone you like. Let's say you want to use this one. Now I'm using this particular one, so the text is going to change to that one. So make sure that any video you want to create, make sure you are using the same font for everything. It makes your video to look unique, so that when anybody look at your video, they can easily know that, oh, this is this particular person's video. With your font and your color, they can easily decide who the video is all about and who is currently making the video. So make sure that your font and your color are always the same. Have a brand color for yourself, so that is very important for your channel. So now this is the particular thing now that you have: intro to indices. Now we have already changed the font. You can use any font you like. So now let's change the color. You go to the style. When you get to the style, there are a lot of colors that you can use above here, and you can easily change the color here too as well. So anyone you want to do, you can do it. And again, you can change the template of the write up here. Probably you want it to be color red, you want it to be color green, you want it to be color yellow. Anyone you want, just explore through this particular style to change anyone you want to use in your video. Now there is something that I also use in my font, or whenever I am adding text to it, I try to use animation, because a lot of people, when they are watching a video and they see something flying through your video, they see something sliding in, it keeps them retention. It keeps their retention to continue watching the video. So what do I do? If you want to change the effect, you can actually change the effect, but I'm talking about the animation now. So this is the animation. How do you want the text to look like before people watching in front of people watching the video? So you can see there are a lot of animation you can use. I majorly try to use anyone that's sliding or anyone that is typing, so that people can like what is actually coming in. So I choose this one. As you can see, the way it's typing it. So you can actually make it very fast, or you make it very slow by adjusting this line below. As you can see, the line I'm actually adjusting, this down line, that is what I'm reducing and increasing. So if you want it to be slow, you increase it, and if you want it to be very, very fast, you reduce the line. So I've done that actually. So we are done with this particular one. Now the next thing we want to talk about is how to add stickers and how to add templates to your video. Probably you are talking about square and you want them to see the square. Okay, that is where we are going to be talking about overlay. We are not talking about that yet. So what we want to talk about now is how to add sticker and how to add templates to your text. So how do you do that? You go back, as you can see, this is sticker. So probably when you are talking, you want to add a sticker, any sticker, laughing sticker, or any sticker that you feel you want to add. Just make sure you check through the stickers here, you add anyone you want to add. So now let's move to the other one, which is adding a template. This one is very, very important than sticker, and is going to be useful for you. Adding a template to your video. So for you to add a template, there are a lot of templates. You can use trending one anyways, but I actually try to use social media one, so that when you get to this social media one, you can easily see like and follow, share, and all those things here. Just pick anyone that you feel is going to be useful for your video. You can add this share one as you are doing your video. When people see share there, when they see that your video is valuable, they are going to continuously share your video to a lot of people. So make sure you add stickers that indicate what you want your audience to do in your video. So as you can see, so if you now want this share to be till the end of your video, you can easily drag the share to the end of your video so that the share will always remain there throughout the end of your video. And if you don't want it to be there, any particular space you want it to be, you can easily just add the button there. So that is that about that. I think we've been able to cover everything about this edit for a beginner. We've been able to cover this audio. We've been able to cover this text. Now, the next thing you need to know how to do as a complete beginner is how to use overlay. Overlay is a situation whereby your video is currently there, but you want to include some other pictures or you want to include some other videos alongside in your video. How do you go about it? So now let's assume you are talking about mathematics and you want to add a square or you want to add a triangle or anything. You will first go to Google to download the square you want to add. I'm going to be making use of picture here because I don't have square, but let me quickly show you. Probably if you want to go to Google to download it, just go to Google and just type anything that you are looking for. Let's say square shape. So anything, just click on search, and once you click on search, it's going to take you to Google, and they're going to give you a lot of shapes that you can actually use, as you can see now. So anyone you want to use, you download it. Let's now assume you are done downloading, which I'm not going to be using square anyways. I'm going to just be bringing a picture. Probably you may want to add anything. So for you to do overlay is very easy. Just go to the area of your video where you want to add that overlay. So let's assume you want to add it 27 raised to power x plus 2 equals. So, and you want people to see what you are doing. If you want them to see that thing now, go to overlay, add overlay. So if you have a square, if you have anything, just make sure you bring that particular thing you want to add, just add it on top of it. If it is a video, if it is a square, if it is anything you are talking about, just add it. When you add it, it's going to be a little bit smaller on top of your video, alongside your video. So let me just say I want to add this particular one. So as you can see at the beside my video, you can easily add anything. If it is square you are talking about, you can add the square. If it is anything, you can add it. This is a very long video which I'm not going to be using. Let me just try to add just short pictures there so that you can see what I'm talking about. Let me go to picture. Let me just add this one here. So now let's assume that is a square or a triangle that you are talking about. As you are teaching, you add the square there so that people that you are teaching can easily see what you are talking about. It makes them continuously watch your video. So just make sure you put that there. So when you are talking and probably you get to that square, the square appears in. So if you don't just want it to disappear in, that is where you apply your animation skill. So just click on that particular overlay, then go to animation, then anyhow you want it to appear. Probably you want it to come from up, you want it to come from down, you want it to come from beside or anywhere. Just look at it the way you want it to come in, just add it there. So as you can see, let me just choose anyone here now. I just want it to do like this. I like using this one a lot. So you can see 4 is the same thing as 2 raised. So that is how anything you add is going to appear on your video. So anywhere you want to add anything overlay, just make sure you add it in your video. So that is that about how to add overlay. So we've been able to cover these edits. We've been able to cover all these ones now, overlay. So we are moving down to effect. Effect is one of the features of CapCut that you need to know how to use if you are doing a video content. Now, video effect. So you want how you want your video to look. Probably I usually use this effect probably at the beginning of my video or at the end of my video because they have some features that you can actually use that it will make your video to close at the end. Probably you say see you in my next video, or you just want to buy for now, or all these things. So let me use this effect at the end of this video. Let me check whether there is buy for now there. So at the end of this video now, let's check. See you on my next video. Bye-bye. As you can see now, let's remove this CapCut from it. So as you can always remove the CapCut at the end of it. So you can see. My next video. So in this your last place, you can easily add a video effect there so that that thing can just close. So now let's see video effect. Then you go to open and close. As you can see at the top, we have trending, we have open and close, we have now I have a lot of things. So let's go to open and close because we said bye bye and we want it to close like that. That okay, we are closed for the video. As you can see, you can use any one that you feel like using. Let's use this down part. On my next video. Bye bye. Did you see that now? So that is how you can actually use. Let's say you want to use it at the beginning of your video, any video effect. So go to video effect and let's say you want to use this one that will be opening to start your video. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. As you can see, it's just going to make your video to look so okay in a way that when people are watching it, they are going to be feeling the vibe of your video. So now if you want to use the body effect now, this is going to affect your own self in the video, not the whole video this time around. The person that is actually teaching somebody or the person that is actually creating the video, that is what the effects really affect. So there are a lot of one you can actually use here that it's going to be okay for your video, which is not compulsory anyways. But probably when you are using your creativity to edit your video, you can just use any particular one that you feel like using so that it can make your video more engaging and hold their retention. So let me just pick any one here to use. So let me pick this one now and see how it's going to look like on the video. So it's currently loading. Equals 32. B. Now it's loaded. So let's check it out. So you can see now. Equals 32. B. 27. So let's check the way it's going to look like here. Okay, it's not really effective, probably because you are not really showing there. So I think you are in the middle now. It's going to move you from where you are a little bit away from there. So you can use any video effect or body effects you want to use in your video. So that is that about effect. So caption is not allowed for people that are using free version of CapCut. It is only when you are using pro version that you can use CapCut. So I promised in my part 2 of this video that I wanted to show you how you can actually use caption using that text. So you can easily use caption. But it's going to be difficult for you if you want to be typing it one after the other. So how do you do that? So just click on text, then click on that add text. So just scroll down, put it in front of this CapCut and type anything. Let's say hello everyone. So anything you say, you can just easily type it and then move it at the end of your video like this so that everything is going to be changing. So once you type down, then you can just add again hello everyone, that is that. Then just keep a little and type. It's going to take time anyways, but if you want caption, that is when you should use it. Evaluate, listen to what you say and then keep typing it there. Evaluate, let's say 2x times anything you want to use. So that is how you are going to use it to just create your caption underneath. It's going to take time and it is not compulsory if you are just starting out. It is only when you want people to read the caption of what you are saying. So far your English is clear enough and it is not too fast, it's not compulsory for you to use the caption in your video. So that is how to use caption with text. So that is that about that. We've been able to cover text, sticker, auto caption. We've been able to cover edit, audio, text, overlay, effect, caption, aspect ratio. I think I've discussed this one in my video 1, whereby I said any video you want to create, you make sure you use the particular ratio of the video. If you are creating the video for Instagram, make sure you change it to Instagram. If you are using it for TikTok, make sure you change it to TikTok. If it is for YouTube, make sure you change it to YouTube so that all your text can be in line of what we are doing. So it's very important to change it. So let me change it back to normal, which I am currently using. So now that is that about that. So we've been able to cover all this one as well. So let's move to filter and adjust. Filter and adjust is more or less like the same thing under CapCut. So let's go to this one now. So how do you use this one? Probably your video is too dark. You now want your video to be brighter. You want your video to have some colors. So that is where you use all this filter. So we click on brightness. It's going to, you can move it higher or move it closer. Did you see now? So let's say you want it to be very bright. Then the contrast, you want it to be, just make sure you check through anyone you want, explore through it, and then saturation, let's say brilliance, you choose sharpen. How do you make it sharpen? I'm always making it to very, very sharp. So use clarity, SQL, graph, and everything. Just explore them. It's not compulsory you use them, but when you use all these things, it's going to make your video to come out well. And when your video come out well and it's very, very clear, it's going to be easier for all this algorithm to push your video to a lot of people to watch from it. So that is that on how to use this particular one. So in my next video, I'm going to continue because I don't want this video to be too much. If you have got value from this video, kindly drop a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thank you so much. I'm African Prince RX. Bye for now.